What's up, Freddie?
Sup, Shady? Nice to see you again.
Good to see you too, man.
We got some new beers this time from some new pop-up place
Decky.
in Nantou.
Yeah, trying their variety pack.
Yeah, curious to try. And we are here with a very happy and nice guest because he's our guest artist for this month. We just work on the setup of her beautiful works. Alya is the simple version of a very long and beautiful name, but I will let you first try to pronounce it all yourself eventually. Alya, welcome to our podcast and thanks for being here today.
Thank you very much for invitation.
Cheers.
It's my pleasure to be here.
Cheers to that. It was our pleasure to host you. We had the chance to meet each other already some years ago during the designers night at Mambo. Yeah, and you had some of your paintings and drawings to share that were very interesting. I remember it from that time. Then recently it happened that I saw again some of your interview and things. I saw that you started a bit expanding your arts and your creation. That is very curious. I will let you talk more about it. And that's what brought us together again to give you the stage in our creative corner.
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you.
Have you noticed? Maybe this she will explain how, if she is able to explain how, that all the paintings and drawings, you could flip them around, see different things, and sometimes doesn't even she might know what is coming
about,
out.
Yeah.
Right.
So how does it happen?
No idea. To be honest, I don't know.
You just close your eyes and go with the flow?
I don't. Yeah, I'm very much conscious and awake. I'm not like in any meditative state, I would say, but like just images pop up.
So there is no like sketches or ideas beforehand. You just sit and take your time
No.
make things happen.
No. Like at the very beginning when I just started like to do my first paintings, like when I was a student, I don't even remember how it happened first time, but like you just I just suddenly wanted to paint or to draw something. And luckily I had paper in my house, so I was just like, I saw like lines or like some faces on the surface. And actually I would just outline them.
Okay.
So I already saw them. It was very easy for me at that time because I was just like, oh, okay, there is an eye, okay, there is a head. And I'm like, okay, guys, easy, you know? But I couldn't understand that. I couldn't explain where they come from.
Okay. Yeah. Like you were somehow seeing them in the pattern of the paper, or by doing the lines little by little.
It's difficult to explain. It's like a white paper, yes, and when you look at it, like somehow some lines, they're kind of stronger.
Okay.
So they pop up and you start to see faces. So it was mostly about faces, different like people or animals or some other creatures. I don't know how to explain.
Okay.
Yeah. It was very interesting like experience for me. But I would say like my art, it kind of like keeps changing.
Okay.
So the way I paint actually is a little bit different now than before. It's not always the same, yes, but mostly it's always about images, like faces. Yeah.
And do you already start since the beginning of dealing with like the colors, or it's something that you do at the end? Because that also, when I see your paintings, it's very catchy, and I think is what also makes it being able to be seeing different things and different layers in that. So
when I started, I didn't see colors at all, and I even didn't try at the beginning to use colors because like I didn't study art. I don't go to any like art lessons, so I didn't know how to use it. no? And I was like, okay, I just use like a pencil or a pen, and I would just make those images. One time I decided to paint, and I did like 4 paintings. But when I look at them, I was like, oh my gosh, that's like horrible, guys. I didn't like it, and I really didn't appreciate at all what I did.
Okay.
Yes, and
And this is when you first started drawing.
yes,
How old
I
were
just
you?
like made like 4 of them, I guess. Even last one, I even didn't finish because I didn't appreciate.
Mhm.
So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do it.
How old were you at the time?
Trying to remember, I was like 19 or 20,
Okay.
something like that.
And you were in school at the time, or
I was a student.
but studying what?
Advertisement.
Advertising.
Okay. But still, it's a creative line. You were not studying like, I don't know,
Engineering.
engineering or politics or
but
skyrocketing.
no, it wasn't creative. Actually, we didn't like. When I was a student, we didn't study like how to paint or how to use Photoshop or Illustrator.
Okay.
No, we just like read books, economics, customers' behavior, like that.
Oh, okay.
So I
Okay.
wouldn't say I was close to the art area. No, not at all. So I did these paintings and I didn't like them and I put them aside.
Okay.
And I can say that time a lot of images were not very happy.
Like of your painting,
It's
of your
not like
drawings.
what you see now. It wasn't.
It was like what, like more dark or depressing, or
It was very scared,
Wow.
and I couldn't understand where it come from because those things didn't happen to me, anyway in this life.
Yeah.
It didn't happen to anyone like close to me. So I was like, why I paint this stuff? Why I draw these things?
And your mood at the time was happy and good, or were you
Not as happy as now.
Right.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't very happy.
Mhm.
I believe, because otherwise you wouldn't do that stuff.
Right.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, I don't know what it is, but I have to do it, because like I must. And actually, that time I was also trying to write like poems, but they were very, very like sad. Like
Okay.
everything was like kind of sad and
Right.
unhappy, actually, yes. But I would do it like every day, like every single day. I would write something or I would draw something.
Wow.
So,
You still have them?
I have very few. Because I talked to one friend, one woman, and she told me, oh, you were cleaning yourself, you have to clean yourself. And she said you have to like get rid of
Get
them.
rid of them.
Yeah,
burn them.
she said you have to like burn them or whatever you want, but just don't keep them because you're free of them. Like they're not part of you anymore, you know.
Right.
And I did for most of them. I have like very few left. Yes. But now I regret.
Yeah. I mean,
I do regret, honestly. And that time when I was a student, actually I had phone, but like I didn't have like Wi-Fi, and I used my phone only for like to make a call to my
Call
family. Yes, so I didn't even make pictures that time. You know,
Yeah.
was well, like 15 years ago. Yeah, it was different life. Yeah, so I have few. Yeah, and interesting part because I was like 100% sure that like those like 4 paintings that I made in colors, I was sure. I knew I threw them away. And like 2 or 3 years ago when I went to see my parents, just by accident, I found them. So I even forgot that I had them. I forgot exactly what I was painting that time. And
So
suddenly I
your
found them.
your parents kept it, or
They
you
didn't
just thought
know.
that
It
you?
was just like in
with
my
your stuff?
closet. Yeah, they didn't even check, so they didn't know.
Wow.
And I found them.
And
And
you-
now
and-
they're the best.
Oh,
They're the
and
best.
now you like
They're
them.
the best.
Wow.
Are they still in the very dark mood? And
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, but they're the best. Very deep.
I want to see them.
I never shared them.
What?
Never
To
did.
nobody?
I
But
never
is it also
posted. I
possible?
posted like one time a part of it, but for one reason, because the image I painted like when I was a student, suddenly appeared in 2019 on
In
different
another painting.
different painting, but same. I knew exactly like, okay, it's the same person. I was like, okay, so I just posted on my website so people, I don't know if people can actually realize, but I know it's the same person. But
Okay.
yeah, I was like, wow. So actually, that woman told me, oh, it's already your past. You clean yourself, so you can get rid of them. But actually, I'm not.
Right.
They're still there. Yeah.
But is it also possible that, because we were talking about it before, like your art is somehow abstract. If you're not explaining me something, I might see something different from what Shady sees. And if I would write a story about it, maybe the the story I tell and what I see is also reflecting maybe my state of mind and my mood. If I'm in a happy mood, maybe I see something happy. If you're a bit more depressed and sad, you will see something more dark. So would it be possible? I mean, because I don't know now if your first four paintings that you're talking about is like in the same let's say style of what I know from now, if they can be interpreted like in the way that I feel and believe that these can be interpreted.
I have some ideas about them, but it's very like personal. And if you look at them, you would never get same ideas. No way.
Okay.
You wouldn't ever give same explanation to them. But for me, like the best part about art is exactly what you said, that you have your own explanation, your own story. Because I don't make my paintings like just like for beauty stuff. For me, art is actually just the way to know yourself better.
Right.
Yeah. I think that is the reason why it came to me.
They
So
came
yes,
back.
and I believe like, I guess like if people look at my paintings, they can understand something about them, you know?
Because you said it in the very beginning when you did them, you didn't like them at all, and now after so many
couldn't
years you
understand.
think,
Yeah, because
okay,
it's very awkward. Like I wasn't even conscious like what I was doing. I don't know how to explain, because now after like 15 years, like I can look at them and I know what it is.
okay.
I was like, was I blind?
Right.
I mean, like, how come you couldn't see?
Wow.
Yes. So I changed so much, because like I have same eyes, but I didn't see at all. Now I understand, but that time no. Zero. Yeah.
Like literally physically, now when you saw them again, you were seeing things
Yeah.
that
I have
back in the days were not even part of the plan of you
At all.
making them there.
I
yeah.
couldn't understand how I could do it. It looks impossible.
Okay.
Like, I give you an example. Like, there is like one person, and I could say it's a description of the life of that person at different age.
Okay.
I can see it now. Okay, so I can see like, okay, that is a person in childhood, when he's young, and then when he dies.
Okay.
So it's like I could see like the whole circle of his life. And because I'm not like a professional artist, and I cannot like paint your body the way like in a realistic way, yes. But somehow, like if you look at one part of the painting, okay, that is the shape of the body, and on the other side of the painting, exactly same, like shape, size, like proportion are the same.
Okay.
But I had no idea when I was doing that stuff. You know, like you paint same person with exactly same like proportions without even know that.
Wow.
Yeah, so
And you still paint like very, very often?
I do. Like recently, actually, I started to do animations.
Okay.
Yeah,
with the computer or with
Yeah,
the
actually, like 2 weeks ago.
okay.
weeks ago started.
Recently, no, actually, before I never liked to use Illustrator or Photoshop. The issue for me was like, if I look at the paper on a chair on the wall, I can see images. The problem when I look at the computer, because of this like kind of like vibrations, I cannot see colors, I cannot see faces. So for me, it's like blank. So I was like, okay, I can't do that stuff on laptop.
create in the same
I
way.
can't,
Yeah.
But now, like 2 weeks ago, I realized I can. Actually, I
Okay.
can. Yeah. So now I'm a little bit more in like an
But
animation.
when you say animation, in the sense that
yeah.
like they move, they're like cartoons,
Yeah, it's
or
little bit, yeah. I mean, it's like not very like professional level. It's not like 3D, yeah, but still, I
And
would call it animation.
And what program you using? Photoshop or
Mostly Illustrator.
Illustrator?
Yeah, Illustrator and some other programs to put it all together and add music and to add my voice to it. Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. So like 2 weeks ago I started.
okay.
So now actually.
So
like,
you're entering in the NFT world.
that one I do even before I did. Yes.
Okay.
I also do it, but it all takes time.
Right.
Yeah, it takes time.
Yeah.
But recently I discovered, because I was reading about NFT and stuff, there is this artist in somewhere in Africa, I don't remember, that since he was like young, because of course the poor means and the fact that, I mean, he had only, I don't know, basic computers and so on, started to create arts and drawings out of Word.
Out of Word.
Word. And still nowadays he creates amazing, I mean, of course simple, but very amazing. I wouldn't know how you can do that in Word.
So it's like when you look at it from afar, it like makes a shape or a figure. Or
It's
image.
really literally like a body of colors created in Word.
No.
With like like the alphabet and dashes and.
Using the basic tools of shapes and lines into
Oh, really?
into Word. Yeah, man, crazy.
That's nuts.
Need to see us.
Yeah, I
It's like
wanna
really
see
hard
it.
to imagine. It's
It's-
just
Probably, and then he developed a complexity that you would never imagine. But I can imagine that the process is by using, I don't know, eclipses and squares and lines and
Right.
deforming and the cut open shape, whatever. But crazy and
Yeah, it's amazing what people do.
yeah,
with art. You know,
So,
in all
I mean,
different mediums.
yeah, it opens a lot of options. And one thing also that is interesting, and there is an example here in our creative corner, that in one painting specifically that I like very much, there's a set of stories displayed next to it, right? You want to tell a bit the
about
thing
my
behind-
the one we put out.
about all the
Yeah, it was like you said. It was students
Students, yes.
that wrote about.
Chinese students, yes. It's like middle school.
So like, what's that like? 10, 11?
Like I guess like 13, 14 years
Okay.
old. Yeah. So my friend helped me, to make this project. I gave him a picture of one of my painting, and I asked like his students to give their ideas about that painting. And the result was actually amazing.
Super interesting. And I read them all.
crazy, right?
Yeah.
It's like one painting, but so different ideas. Like somebody can see only like happy stuff, like it's like a heaven. You're in a heaven, and
With like the gatekeepers.
yeah, but other people, children would see like hell,
Yeah, like
or
the
somebody wants
woman's
to kill
dead.
somebody, and
Yeah.
it's just. I mean, it has to do a lot of like with. I don't know, the surrounding, like the education they get, their culture, or the movies they watch, whatever they read, or the situation at home, how they feel. Yeah, it's very interesting. So
I think in the same image, different persons can create, even though it's like 4 or 5 sentences, but you have to explain what you see, how it can be so dynamic and crossover in the mind of different people. It's fascinating. Plus, I mean, we are talking about it because we also know clearly what it looks like. The people listening, if you didn't see, you might not imagine and figure it out. So come and check it out and look up Alya's work, then you understand. But it's the beauty of the interpretation of these abstract things that are not abstract in the way that these Mondrian things, like geometric basic things. You see stuff, but you can see stuff in many different ways. It's very
even like
interesting.
the ideas you have today will be different if you look at the same painting like after like 1 year, because you're already different.
Oh yeah.
Different. And even like some of my paintings, I have so many images, so actually before I would write a story based on them, and like 2 years passed and I was reading the story based on my painting. I'm the one who did it, and I was like, where did I see that image? I can't find it anymore.
Right.
Like you wrote that story
I'm
about
the
that
one who
painting,
did.
but you couldn't.
I cannot find it anymore. It's not there. But I would see some different images.
It's interesting.
Yeah. And also like one painting, but very often you can like put it upside down. And
Changes everything.
totally. Like one eye would belong to different creatures.
Right.
Depends how you look at it. Yeah. But for me, I was also thinking about it. It's like in life, when something happened to you, it depends how you look at it. You can see it as something good or something bad. So there is always an option how you want to see it. Yeah. So.
Yeah. It's as simple as deep. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
like,
So
like you said, it's like
like
the
when
reality
people-
of facts.
when people ask me what is it about, I mean, I would either prefer them to tell me what it is, not to ask me. Yes.
Okay.
Because I can tell them what I see, but even like I have sometimes like few interpretations of the same painting. So which one to give? You know?
Do you give titles or names to your paintings?
I have to, because I have to put on my website, or like I have to introduce my painting. But in general, I don't really like it. I don't think it's important.
Can't you just give it a number? No, but
No.
but I'm wondering because I can imagine it could be very difficult. I mean, following the fluid of your thoughts.
Very easy, Usually, whatever first come into my mind.
That's what you call it.
Yeah, that is the name. That is the title.
So what's the name of the painting that's
Between two worlds. Like it's like for me, like the interpretation
Makes
I
sense.
gave. Yes, it's like lower part of the painting. That is our physical world where we live. So that's why the images are very like realistic, like dog, cow, like a woman, a man. Yes, but upper part is a different world that you can't see with your physical eyes, but it's still there. It's like a multi-dimensional world.
Right.
It's just next to us, you know, and you just don't see it, but it's there. And there is like one figure that is like it's between our world and like upper
the
one.
one in
Yes,
the
it's
middle.
between, in the middle. So because actually you can enter
Right.
if you can.
Okay.
Yeah, you can be in both of them. So that was my interpretation at the very beginning. But it wasn't the idea like, I'm gonna paint this. It just pop up, and then I give explanation.
Right.
Yeah, makes sense. And you were saying earlier also that you were writing poems and story. Do you always still do it about your paintings afterwards? Like,
Not always.
is it part of your process, like after the creation of the painting and that piece of art, also to create the poem and the story with it?
Not always, because most of my paintings are very complicated. So I have to like spend much time to write a story based on it. Usually
Okay.
it's not so easy, yes. But I try to give, yes, at least like short explanation or some like ideas that come first to my mind. Yeah, I would write.
So are you still doing poetry now?
From
I mean, just like in general, not
I
not
didn't-
necessarily related to your paintings.
I like 2 weeks ago when I started to
What happened 2 weeks
What
ago?
happens 2 weeks ago? I mean, yeah,
It's
exactly.
like animation. And then
Actually, I know what happened. Not even 2 weeks ago, but last year I had one wonderful trip and I was very, very happy. So when something like that happened in my life, I feel very inspired. So more ideas come to me, you know? So
Where did you go? Tibet?
Tibet, yes.
Okay.
Oh. So far, best trip of my life. Yeah. So 2 weeks ago, when I started to do animation, I also started to write like small short poems. So like I make like an animation based on my poem,
Okay.
or I made animation first and then I write a poem. Both way are okay for me.
In what language do you write?
English.
Oh,
yeah, I
okay.
was gonna ask. It was like
I mean,
Russian.
no, I can't actually. In Russian language, no, I can't do it now.
I know, but
It
that's
would
what
be
I
more
was asking.
difficult for me. I don't know why. I mean, like, my English is, I'm not a native speaker, but somehow it's easier for me to use English now than my own language. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally understand. Even.
Yeah, so I write now a lot. Like, every day I
Wow.
would write
Since
something.
2 weeks ago.
Because it was the anniversary of the trip, or
I'm just like, when I'm very, very happy, okay? So if you want to get something like really good from me, you know, like something like really nice, you need to make me very happy. Then I was like, I'm like full of ideas.
okay.
And I become like very productive. Like I keep doing and doing stuff like non-stop. Yeah, so now I'm in that state, so
Nice.
yeah. So I write a lot and I don't know if maybe I can share with you some of them. These animations, you can take a look.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
excited to see them.
But will you have? Oh no, okay. Maybe it's too early, but you have to give me some of the files for the videos. Is it also about the animations? No.
I can give you all of them, yes. Like I have videos about like my exhibitions, like my products, and I can also give you like these animations.
I would be curious to.
Yeah, I have like
to see.
7 of them, I guess, already.
Oh, that's
so
cool. 7 in 2 weeks.
yes.
Wow.
Wow, yeah, super
I'm
productive.
very like, yeah, like
I'm grinding on them. So what are you doing? Are you like working as a full-time artist? Do you work
yes.
just doing your own
Art. I
work?
do paintings and I do my handmade design like on glass, on shoes, on t-shirts, on bags. Like actually I paint everything I get. Yeah, like I paint on like glass, like mirrors, like on wooden stuff, like yeah.
That's so cool. And then you have your webpage where you sell the artwork.
I have my website. I don't sell on my website because it's only in English. I don't have Chinese version, but I post on different social medias. Yes, like WeChat, Douyin.
Right.
I even don't know the name of that. Yes, like that. And sometimes I join like some markets, art markets in Shenzhen city.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
They have
So
one here
cool.
in Nantou once a month even.
I didn't know about that. Yeah,
Yes.
I went to OCT
yeah.
and Sheko.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite new here.
I think it's the last weekend of every month.
Or the first week. No, I don't remember.
I think it's the last.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't remember if it's the first one or the last one. And yeah, there's different artists, people that do things.
I'm
You
going to
can have a
check.
booth and stuff. And, yeah, it's quite open. But here in Anto, there was always quite a lot of cool stuff from guys collecting very old magazines,
Yeah,
selling
that's super
old
surprising.
poster, people doing their own
Vintage cameras. They were
vintage
selling
cameras, or also
like vintage photos you can just shift through and buy out of the box.
yeah,
You know,
or even
so-
the negatives of the
right?
very old
Yeah.
ones. And then also like Ruby, that was doing her artworks and stuff printed on different things and
Right.
stuff. So it's always different, I think, because I don't know if it's because the people, they don't want to participate every month, or if they want to have different people every month. This I don't know, but it's always quite different. I've been there 3 times, and I've
Yeah, it's
never
always
seen
unique. I think they
the
have,
same
they
scenario.
try to rotate it, you know, so it's always fresh.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and you said you're doing just your art full
Yes.
time, like that's your
Yes.
full time job.
Yes. No.
And I'm
yes.
curious, like,
Yeah.
you went to school for advertising, right?
University. Yes.
And then do you ever, as far as like a professional, and I think it's, you know, as you as anyone else, you know, like you're working for somebody, and then you decide to make the shift to either start your own business or follow your passion.
I was at customer service field for a long time.
So like, when did you make that switch where you decided, you know what, like fuck it, like I'm just gonna focus on, on what I like to make, and I mean, because it's a very big and unique and rare
Yeah.
thing for people, because most people
2018.
2018,
Yeah, it was big change for me, because like actually my
and by that time you were already in China.
yes, in China.
Right.
Yeah. So I was trying to, because my first job was a customer service. I was
Like for
hotel.
a hotel. So you're working in the hotel,
Yes.
like in the hotel every day kind of job.
Like a reception, executive lounge, that stuff.
Okay, so
Front
you wear the
desk.
suits and the dress,
Oh.
you know. Deal with all the
Geared up.
bullshit.
Corporate
I
style.
mean, it was good for a while because I went to a different country and everything was new and different people. Like my first job was in US actually.
Oh, okay.
So
Really,
I-
which part?
It's an island actually very close to China.
U.S. Guam.
It's close to Guam.
But it's
It's
the
like
only
Yeah, I
one
mean,
closer.
Remember?
it's like 40 minutes flight from Guam.
What's the
It's,
name?
Saipan.
Oh, okay,
Island.
Saipan.
Saipan Island, yeah. So it was my first job.
Okay.
So I never had
And it was
job
in
in
a
my
ho-
country actually.
It was in a hotel.
Yes.
Okay.
Was it cool to be there for a
Very-
long time?
very
In
cool.
yeah.
Very cool because I'm from Russia, Far East, yes, winter and cold. So and suddenly I got abroad.
Surfboards and
It's a
bikinis.
tropical island, yeah.
Yeah.
Like for the first year I was like swimming like literally every single day, you know.
In the ocean.
Wow.
It's like from my office I could see ocean, you know. The
Nice.
sunset, you know, every day.
Warm weather. Sundresses.
Yeah. Mango,
Mango.
coconuts. Yeah, I was very happy.
Yeah.
It was very good time and for 5 years.
For 5 years, you were there in
Saipan.
And it was
Saipan?
mostly Americans. I mean, that were like the hotel guests. I mean, there's
Me-
military.
if
There's
I-
military bases there. I
Military,
believe.
a lot of
Yeah.
military guys and from China,
Cruise ships,
Korea,
right?
Japanese, yes. Yeah.
They stop and
A
yeah.
lot, yeah. Very few Europeans people, yeah. But from US mostly, yes, military guys, yeah.
There is a air base.
Yeah, the whole.
Military
Guam,
base
right?
in Guam, yes. It's like a half an island belongs to military, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
So it was very, very good time. Warm, yeah.
Did you taste the mango there for the first time?
I believe so.
Fuck amazing, right?
Yes.
But
you
I
know?
guess in Russia it doesn't grow.
I mean, it doesn't, but a lot of stuff doesn't grow. But actually, we didn't have it in my city, you know, and it was just like.
What are like the? This is a weird question, just
Yeah.
totally bizarre because I'm a big fruit fan. In your like hometown, what fruits grow? Like apples, pears, kind of thing.
We
Berries?
have apples, yes, but now very little because it's I guess cheaper to buy. than
Than
to
to
grow your
grow.
own stuff. You know?
Doesn't matter like what
Yeah,
the
potatoes, carrots, onions, like all that stuff, simple. But because the winter is very long, so we don't have it like whole year. So we have to buy
Right.
from other countries. Yeah.
It's very, very cold, right? In the winter, like
Like,
minus
Oh, freezing.
how much?
ice.
Minus
Like
20?
now,
More?
sometimes, but very seldom minus 50 it could go.
50.
Yeah. But it's just like for a few days. It's not like half year,
You s-
minus
well,
50.
You said it's close to Harbin, right?
Yes.
Or at least 1 hour by flight, yeah?
By flight.
But I was in Chichiar one time. It was minus 17.
Yeah, so I
In summer,
imagine it's fucking
it's
cold
not
up
cold. It's like, it's okay.
Minus 17.
Minus, it's not
Man,
cold.
if you're
That's
used to
not
minus 50, I mean, I can tell it was freezing my balls. Sorry for my
Yeah.
French, but it's like, wow.
there. Yeah, and you guys are complaining about this. Like, oh, fuck, it's cold here, dude. Like,
No, like minus 25, minus 27. Like when I was 10, I would go to school. And it's like what? Half an hour walk.
Yeah.
I was 10, 11. Minus
half an
20
hour walking minus 50,
Minus 25.
minus 25.
If it's
Yeah, there
it's-
was,
no. If minus 50, it would be
uh,
closed.
It was autumn.
Summer.
It was September, back to school.
Fuck me, dude.
No, it was very funny, you know, because sometimes, like, if it's like minus 30, they would ask children not to go to school. So in the morning when I'm at home, I was like, oh, please. Because I have to tell
Heavenly
Colder.
Father,
they
make
have
it
to
cold
tell
today.
you have to listen to the radio, okay? They
Right.
would tell you if it's closed or no. And it's time to go out and no news. So it's like you keep working for 30 minutes, okay? You go to school, and when you get to school,
It's closed.
it's closed.
No.
And then you have to walk back. And it's like what? 7:30 a.m.
Yeah, the coldest time
And
of
you
the
have
day.
to go back. But you're so happy you don't feel cold anymore, you know?
Wow, crazy. But what is the temperature in the middle of the summer?
30,
Ah,
32.
okay, it goes anyway.
Yes, but it's very short. I mean, like middle of summer, it's like 2 months.
So in summer during the day it can be up to 30,
Even
but
higher.
in the night it goes down a lot.
No,
or-
no. It's still warm. It's still very
Okay.
hot. No problem.
Okay,
No.
cool. Well,
So going back to the hotel life. So while you were doing the hotel customer service, you were still painting and drawing on the side? Not at all. So
When I was painting when I was a student, yes,
right.
I got an advice from my friend who asked me, you need to go to school
School for art.
for art
to learn.
to learn how to paint. And I did.
Oh.
So I was like 20 and I got that art lesson with children. They were like 10. So like we were all together in the same class and like.
So
okay.
you were like with a bunch of 10-year-old students?
Yes, I didn't care. I was like, okay, whatever, because we have like same level of skills,
Right.
I guess. You know, I'm okay. But I didn't like the process. Like they would put flowers in front
And
of
say
us,
draw it.
and I have to draw these flowers, and I didn't like it, and I didn't see any point of it, because in my mind I feel like these flowers already exist. Why would
Yeah,
I know
this
it's
is just
strange.
a
It may be
technique.
strange
Yeah.
idea, yes, but in my mind, why would I do something that it's already there?
Mm.
Like the way I think it doesn't make sense to me. I want to create something that doesn't exist yet. So I don't like copy.
Yeah, but one thing is art, one thing is to paint. I mean,
Yeah.
one is the technical part, one is the
But what,
creative process.
like as I told you, when I started, I was painting like every single day.
Mm-hmm.
After my art lesson, I go back home. I take paper. I see nothing.
After that class.
I can't. It's
Oh.
it's I don't. Maybe it's like. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like. Anyway, for me, yes, for my side, like when they tell me what to do, somehow when you copy stuff, it blocks. Okay, it blocks my mind. It blocks
Right.
my mind from seeing different things. So I can do either
Yeah, I
this
get it.
or that.
I get it.
So like I go back home and I take paper and I was like, huh? Nothing. No, it's like all gone. You know, it's like every day you see a lot of images and then one day you go back.
Just crushed it out of you.
It's like, you're broke. You know, like, come on. It's very painful experience. Yeah.
And you're like, well, how old? 20 or something?
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, in different fields, there is also this something. I think that you are, let's say, very, let's say, lucky, gifted, whatever, fortunate to have the vision and the inspiration that is something that you like, and it's just there. You know, it's not something that you have like learned or that you try to apply. At the same time, I believe that even if you had that, until you get some technique or someone doing it for you, you're not able to make it happen. I can imagine in my field as an architect, as a designer, I can visualize space, colors, whatever things, but then I need to put these things into a format that needs to be communicated to the public in a bit of more complicated way, because I need to be built, and you know, it's not just there on display, and that is like the most boring thing, like the CAD thing stuff. Now, fortunately, I don't need to use it anymore too much, but that was for me was always like the block of fuck. Now I like to make the model, I like to make the sketches. Fuck, now I have to sit in front of the computer for like the next 3 days trying to build this up, and that kills the nice part of the creativity.
Like people ask me like, do you feel like I need to do abstract or I need to do like realistic one? Like some students ask me, like they're in like art school, but it depends what you want. I mean, like,
Yeah, it's totally a personal thing.
it's my personal opinion, but I feel like my life is very limited. So as long as I have time, I want to do exactly what I want. I can't do everything, and I don't mind. Like other people, they like to do like realistic stuff or whatever, and it's cool for them. They're happy, you know. They're very happy with that. But I don't feel I need it.
But I think that the point is very different. Like those people, when they ask you this, they probably like to paint. I don't think that your case is that you like to paint. You like to make things. But you know, in general, I think you have an extrovert into the creativity that painting is just one of the way. You also write poems, or maybe you can cut out those shapes out of the paper.
But you know, more you create, more creative you become.
This for
like
sure.
2 years ago, I didn't have any shoes. I didn't have any t-shirts. I didn't have any glass. No animations, for sure.
Right.
Yeah, no,
You know?
2 weeks
So
ago,
it's
this
like,
we know.
yeah. It's like more you create, more you creative become. But for me, I feel like if I start to copy whatever it is, I feel like I block myself.
You mean like copy like the flowers or something?
Whatever, yes.
Yeah, but I mean the way that you'd have to look at that, and the way that I guess like the students are going through that in art school, it's like to learn AutoCAD, to learn Photoshop, to learn any program, you need to look at some tutorials, right? And that's kind of like a tutorial.
For Photoshop, definitely I need.
Yeah, well, it's the same as someone who's like focusing on art or wants to be an artist. Copying that flower,
It helps.
it's a
It helps,
tutorial.
yeah.
It's
It's
not
a way
it's
to
not like
be-
it's not like I'm making art because I'm in a classroom copying this thing. No, like
To get some skills.
get some skills, like how to do shading, how to do this, how to do that, right? And you have your teacher, and then ideally, if you're a creative person, you take that theory and then you apply it to.
But for me, after I got my, you know,
Well, I
like
think you're
everybody,
very-
yes, very different. I just, I found my own way. So I really, whatever people do, leave it to them. I like, because I feel like I'm cool with myself.
Right.
So after I took art lessons, I didn't paint for almost 10 years.
What?
Ooh, 10 years.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
So wait a second. Okay, I want
So
to
when I was customer service in the hotel, I didn't paint. I was trying. I couldn't.
So like, you were sitting there one day at the hotel, fucking serving someone coffee or doing whatever at the VIP lounge.
Mostly
Talking.
talk.
Okay, whatever. I'm just. And then you're just like, fuck it, I quit, and I'm just gonna go back to painting after 10 years later. I mean, that's
I didn't start right away because after that I got some other jobs like a customer service. I started to paint, like really to paint, in 2017. So when I was in Saipan, I just started to feel like a little bit depressed because I didn't feel I was improving in any way. I felt like I was completely stuck. I mean, everything was so stable, you know.
Like it was good
They're
at first.
floating.
You got your salary, you have your job, you have place to live, like perfect, okay? You're too comfortable.
Yeah.
And I felt like I was getting like, kind of lazy. And I didn't like it. So I was like, I have to change. But that time it was a very difficult choice for me because when I talked to my general manager and I told him I'm gonna leave, he gave me an offer. Like, if I stay in Saipan, it doesn't matter how many years I stay, I would never get like green card. I wouldn't become like a citizen, you know.
Okay.
But they have hotel in Guam, so if I stay in Guam for 3 years, I will get it.
Okay.
So I can move to US or whatever. So when I told him that I'm going to quit my job, he said, stay and I will move you to Guam. Because he knew.
Okay.
So then I will get my green card. So the choice was, should I stay in the customer service field, or I have to change my life completely? And for me, because I feel like for Russian people it's little bit difficult to move to another countries and to get like visa or whatever to get job. So
In terms of passport rules, whatever. Yeah.
So it was very stressful.
Okay.
But finally, I decided,
To go.
whatever,
You said fuck.
I go. Yeah, I was like, that's like
And-
3
and-
years of my life. Why would I do it for paper? I just didn't want it.
But you went like back to Russia, to your hometown, or
I went to
that's
I
when you
went
went
to
to
see-
China?
I went to see my family first, and I was like, it was funny because when I get to my hometown, like I was like, maybe I should stay with my parents like for a while because I was away for 5 years, and I was like, I should find a job. So when I was looking for a job, like the people would ask me, "What? You came back from US?" And my hometown is very small. And I was like, huh? You didn't get married? I was like, it wasn't my purpose actually. So for them, I was a little bit like disabled. I don't know, but it's like, like I have some problem. Because for them, once you get to US, you should get married and you're settled for the rest of your life. So why would I come back to my hometown and look for
There
a
must
job?
be a problem.
There
like,
is a problem,
There must be
okay.
something.
You
Really.
gonna find your Donald Trump?
So
You were very suspicious.
very, very. So I didn't fit, okay? And I was like, okay, I need to leave. But I went to India.
Oh, which part?
Oh,
All over.
all the way. Yeah.
What did
so
you think of India?
I did, because I had some savings. So I did meditation and I did yoga.
I love India. I lived there for 2 years.
Oh, which city?
Mostly a small city called Vrindavan,
Oh, I didn't go.
which is a very small city. It's north of Delhi, but I traveled all over. So
Yeah. So I stay in Rishikesh, Dharamsala, like south part, yeah.
South part's beautiful and the best food.
Yes.
Yeah. I love South Indian food.
Yeah.
Did you ever go to Mahabalipuram?
No, I didn't.
It's like the city, this small village, but it was all made out of like rock carvings.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's just like all the temples, statues are just like these big boulders that they've just been
Okay.
picking that for
Wow.
years.
Even by yourself?
Yeah, I was 17.
Oh, so brave.
I was supposed to go for 3 months,
Uh-huh.
and then I end up, and then I was gonna go back to U.S. and try to go to university.
Mm-hmm.
And then I met these guys who were building a museum
Mm-hmm.
in Delhi, and I knew a little bit about like Photoshop and graphic design, and they're like, we need a graphic designer on our team. You want, and they were American, and like, you want to join? I had no experience. I was just like, I'm in, you know,
Here I am.
I'm here.
Of course.
So I called my parents and like, I'm not coming home.
Uh-huh.
Got me a job.
I landed one good one, man.
And yeah, and ended up being like 2 years.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you like Indian food?
Yes. I love it.
You like spicy?
I don't like spicy, but not all Indian food is spicy.
No.
So
But the India spicy is very different from like the Sichuan hot spot spicy.
It's different, but I would say like I mean I think North India is more spicy than South India.
depends on
It
where
doesn't-
you eat.
I guess it depends on where you eat
Maybe.
too.
By the way,
Yeah.
can I also say that technically there is this? I know that English is a bit of a poorer language than other ones, but when you say spicy, I know you probably just mean
Temperature hot.
hot.
Yeah. We're not talking about spices.
when it's full of spices.
Yeah, we're talking
How
about
would you say it? Spicy.
No, you wouldn't say spicy. I think spicy is generally just used for the temperature of the food.
But you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if you like the food that has a lot of spices. Like in India,
Yeah.
how would you?
Yummy.
It's-
Yeah, I mean, right.
you know? But no, like the most the
Flavored.
the hottest food, the most spicy, like the temperature that I've had in my life was in India. There was these two brothers. One of the brothers I was working with in this museum project, and he was a local Indian guy, and he's like, "Come over to my house," right? Literally, his house was like the size of our art gallery, right over here. And him and his
alright.
brother lived in this house together, okay, and they had like one little camping burner, right?
Yeah.
That was cooking all the food. So they were like one by one cooking this dish, and then one by one. Like I got there at like 7 o'clock. We didn't eat until like 10. You know, 'cause one by one they're fucking cooking. You know, all these dishes. You know, and then making like fresh chapatis. You know, like the flatbread. You know, and then once the flatbread is ready, then boom, we ate. Man, I took one bite of whatever the fucking thing was. You know, and I was just like, holy shit.
Burning.
I was fucking dead. I was literally just like lying down on their fucking floor bed thing, and just like I couldn't move. I was
You didn't
sweating.
feel your
I
neck
couldn't feel.
anymore.
Man, I was just like, I don't know what the fuck this is, you know. And they're like, holy fuck, they didn't know what to do. They're like, one of the brothers went down to like the local market, try to get some milk or yogurt, you know, because that helps with the temperature. And man, dude, I couldn't eat nothing.
And they were cool with that. Like
No, they didn't like it. I mean, obviously they didn't like that I was going through.
no, I mean they were cool with the same thing. They were eating it.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
no
they were-
problem.
yeah.
Like, fuck it, they were chewing while they were helping you.
You know? And no, I mean, yeah, they could eat it no problem. It was just like, what's wrong with him? You know?
What's wrong? Must be this one.
Trying my bit. No, but whatever it was, man, it was just like, and I've never experienced whatever that was ever in my life since that point. But that was just like a punch in the face, dude, like a knockout. It was weird, and I've eaten a lot of spicy food my whole life, but this was just like some nuts.
Maybe it was the last one done with the everything.
It could,
that was
yeah.
left
Who
over.
knows, man? I don't know what it was, but it was terrible. But like, you went to India in what, 2015, 17, 16, around that time?
2014.
2014.
Uh-huh.
I was there
Yeah.
1997. So this was
Yeah.
like the internet wasn't even existing so much. A little bit, you know, but it was like,
But okay. But still
Amazing.
many foreigners even at that time, yes?
yeah. There was a lot. India's always been a place for foreigners for different reasons, trying to do yoga or find philosophy, find themselves or whatever. But it was definitely one of the places that changed my life in the positive way forever. You know, just growing up in California and then being dumped in India. Did you ever get sick? Because I got sick. Fuck, dude. Like the first week.
Water ice,
like,
I guess.
I was
maybe
fucking...
2 days after arrival.
Yeah.
But they said it happens to everyone.
Yeah,
Like
I heard
you
this
have
from
to get
everyone.
sick once. And after that I was okay. But yeah, one time like I felt like very lonely because I was alone. And I got sick. I wasn't able to go out from... I was living in ashram. I couldn't go out even to buy water for myself because I couldn't walk.
Yeah. It's,
Too bad. Yeah.
for how many days? For me, it was like 5 to 7 days.
No, less. Maybe,
Where I was
maybe
just
less.
like-
Not even
3
walk?
days. It's
Man,
like
you're just
you
fucking in
don't
your bed.
feel
I mean,
good,
basically, you
yeah.
start to walk around, and all of a sudden, the water starts shooting out of your butt.
I didn't
You
get
know?
to that point, but
You know, it's like
Okay, but
you're just like
okay.
fucking peeing, you know, barfing and shooting water out of your ass at the same time. You know, so you just like stick to as close as you can to like the toilet, your bed, the shower, and you don't
like
fucking move.
this is like it's a
Cleansing,
cleaning.
you
You
know?
need to clean your body and like I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, just.
Okay, makes sense.
But after that,
Yeah, after that, it was fine.
It's okay. Yeah.
Like it took me a while to like trust to eat street food, and I was very careful afterwards. But after like 3-4 months, I was just like eating everything I see. You know, the water you always have to be careful of, but like when cooked food or you know, fucking give it to me. Fucking
But
eat that
usually
up.
it's always fresh. They cook and people buy and eat, like on the street. So it's. They say like some people go to India and they will never come back. You know, they're like never, and other people like keep going back all the
I
time.
think like
which is
because I had this. My mom was like one of those people because my mom, after a year, she came to visit me. My mom and my dad, and she steps off the plane, and the first thing that happens, I don't know if it's. I mean, this was a long time ago, so it may be different. But she gets off the plane. We leave the airport, like finally get our bags and walk out to try to get a car.
Right.
Fucking 50 lepers, dude. You know, like surround you, trying to get money, and that's like your first introduction to India. So she was just like fucking crying. She didn't know what the fuck she was doing there. She was just like thinking about going home, and it took her like 24 hours to get over that like experience where
The
she could like
first
calm
image.
down and like get her settled into at my house and taken care of, get some nice food. But man, that first like, you know, it's just like a pack of zombies, dude. I mean, you ever seen like lepers, like where, like
Yeah.
their fingers are missing and their bandages are all bloody and their faces are all deformed? Man, it's just like fuck, man. So that was her, and like you said, like if you can't get past that first step of India, you'll always be in like the hell. But if you can get past that, then India is a very heavenly, beautiful place. So.
I was mostly afraid of monkeys.
Monkeys are the
Yeah,
worst. Fuck,
they're
dude.
so wild. I mean, like, did you see like monkeys? Like, you know, they sitting like that on the bridge and eating ice cream. You know, drinking Coca-Cola. You know, and like they take everything whatever you have. So when you see them, you like you hide and you hold everything because it will be gone. Okay, it will be gone.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
just like that.
I mean, basically, you carry
Is
a
that-
stick with you everywhere you go.
Oh,
know?
And is there many of them? Like that kind of type.
And this thing is like, how long did you go for?
In total, like 9 months.
9 months. That's a long time. And the monkeys, though, they get worse in the winter time because
I will say.
there's less food. You know, it's cold. Everyone's fucking scraping by. In the wintertime, they get super aggressive, right? Like, because you're walking by, like, and there's like this wall, especially in the villages. Like every little kind of compound has like a wall around it, you know. So you're walking down these like narrow corridors, and there's just like 6 monkeys on this side, 6 monkeys on this side, you know. And you're thinking, okay, do I go, or you know? And you're just like holding your stick, dude, like. Or like they hated slingshots. You know, they used to always like.
Okay.
So you do like have your little slingshot in the back pocket, and you sort of, who's gonna fuck with me, you know? And
Yeah, they can be nasty.
and their fucking teeth are so big. Dude.
I was about to tell you,
know,
the
the monkeys are so cute and all, man. They got these like.
It depends on, like, there are two types of
The
monkeys.
red-faced monkeys and the
red
black
one.
ones. The red ones are the worst.
That's horrible, yeah.
But the only time that I actually had like physical contact was with the black-faced long-tailed monkey. Like the red-faced monkeys, they would like. One time I was carrying like a box of sweets. I just went to the sweet shop and I was visiting a friend, and I wanted to bring a gift. So like I went to the sweet shop. I had my fucking box, dude. Opened the gate, and out of nowhere, this fucking monkey, this red-faced monkey, right, flying out of the fucking tree or whatever, hits my hand. Fucking the box scatters all over the ground, and then there's like fucking 12 monkeys, dude. It's like, and then in 1 second, they're all gone, and you're just left with this fucking empty box. And you're just like, but like this barely touched my hand. But in the Taj Mahal in Agra, I was just walking. I didn't have anything. I didn't, just walking, and this like well, I think they call them like the Hanuman monkeys. It was like black face, white fur, long tail.
Okay.
And he literally just looked at me and just fucking charged me. Fucking jumped onto my chest, kicked off, and ran away. Like the red-faced monkeys never did that to me. But this one motherfucker, black-faced monkey, just fucking boom. Like, they're super strong too. It's just like, what the fuck was that?
Wow.
And then just walked away, dude. Like, all good.
Wanted to make a point.
Well, yeah. This is my hood. This is my block. But the monkeys, I mean, like, you love them and hate them. It's like,
I remember, like, when I went to Thailand for the first time, I was with my younger brother and my ex-girlfriend at the time. I just finished high school. So I just got my bachelor, and he just finished high school. We decided to do this trip together. So we took the motorbikes from Bangkok and went down. And one of the stops was, okay, we go see the monkey. And we were in like low season. It was supposed to be rainy. There was no tourists at all. Almost everything empty. We go to this temple of the monkeys. That day we were the only one visiting the temples of the monkey. And there is maybe, 350 steps that you have to
climb up.
Climb to go up. And it's fucking full of monkeys, like so full that you have to watch out that you don't step on the monkeys. And then you start to go up, the guys sell the bananas, have, okay, they tell you, please, don't give them too much and stuff. First time I had to deal with the monkeys. I mean, in that situation with the monkeys. So we're starting walking up, and I start seeing cute. Then I start seeing these teeth and stuff. And then my brother launched a banana, boom, caught the attention of everyone. It's like, fuck, now everybody's looking at the bananas. I hear, like, we are already in the middle, and I was like trying not to step on the monkeys. I'm in the middle of the fucking steps. I hear a sound. I turn, my sunglasses drop. Sunglasses, boom, gone. Yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna touch that. And when I see that, another small monkey, like a baby monkey, was trying to get it. The other one was doing like this. She tried to get it again, and fucking attacked by biting the ears. And all of a sudden, I see the baby monkey with half a ear cut, like this, bleeding. And I'm like in the middle of the stairs with a fucking bag of bananas, and I fucking throw the bananas, and I keep my hands like this, and I put my arm and I go up, and I was so fucking scared.
Oh, dude, they're so
man.
scared,
And I'm like, okay, if I do something wrong, I'm gonna lose my ear. And then I'm like, okay, put my hair, put my thing.
That's the worst, man. You have food around them, or then everybody wants it. And what they do is like they take your shit, and then it's like a bribe. Like, oh, I'll take your glasses. You give me a banana. I'll fucking drop it, and you can pick it up. Right?
Yeah, I saw that like exchanges. Like the monkey got a camera.
Yeah,
and so the guy have to give bananas to get his camera back.
Yeah,
wow.
they're smart,
trading.
So they're just little gangsters. Fucking, I hate the monkeys, but I love them. But I hate them.
Yeah, crazy. I mean, I've always was used to, the train monkey. When I was a kid, I would like to have a monkey.
Little cute
or
circus
whatever.
monkeys.
Yeah, man, you find yourself alone in the wild with the monkeys. You don't want to be there, man. So I don't know what the fuck they can do so fast, and
They're
don't
so
give a fuck,
so
man.
violent, man.
They don't
So
give a
violent.
fuck.
Especially like the red faced monkeys in India. I mean, they're pretty fucking big. But
It's very big.
Huh?
They're strong.
They're so strong,
Yeah.
and the teeth, they're just like fucking full of razor sharp teeth. Ugh.
Best memories.
Good experience of the monkeys in India. And then they always use like I went to Kathmandu for a trip, right? And I had to I took a train out of Delhi and then somewhere where there's a train station close to Kathmandu, and then from there it was like a bus. And then some guy was like, I just had a little backpack. He's like, you can't keep your backpack with you on the bus. You need to put it up, But if you pay us money, you can keep it with you. Because you want to pay us money because the monkeys are going to jump on the bus and steal all the bags. So, pay us money, you don't have to worry about the monkey problem. You can keep your bag with you. Earlier, it's just like a bag that goes on my fucking lap, It's like, fuck, okay, whatever.
If you're talking about the monkeys, please take my money. Fuck that.
So, but it was just a scam. There was no fucking monkeys jumping on the top of the bus. It was just, for them to get some extra cash. So.
Well, it's no more different from Ryanair these days.
Yeah, right. The same thing. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
No.
Yeah, monkeys.
Do you want to go back to visit India?
I won't.
Yeah, me too.
My best experience. We are not talking about monkeys, yeah. I really like the meditation course I took there, the Vipassana. It was like best part. Like 10 days.
Silent.
Like, yeah, the best. Yeah, I would really want to go back and to do it again. Yeah.
Silent, no phone, no conversation, no nothing. Yeah.
No worries. Just sit.
Speaking of silence.
Speaking of,
who is that? That's yours?
That's mine, yeah. Can I?
Yeah, it's okay.
of course.
Yeah, dude. Fucking India was such a beautiful place and such a rich ancient culture.
Yeah.
And I would love to see like I went there like more than 20 years ago. Yeah, I guess. So I'd love to see how it's like changed. I'm sure like some things have changed for the better and some things have changed for the worse.
I've never been, but I would definitely would love to go. Can I take some of this?
Yeah, this one's actually my favorite.
You already?
Yeah, I got some. If you want,
Take some more, and then you drink from here.
yeah. So this one's the best. I think this is the one I feel tastes the most pineapple.
I don't know. I didn't check the.
Were you on a vegetarian diet in India at your ashram?
Yeah, but you don't have choice actually, as I would give you only like vegetarian food. But in Rishikesh, when you go to the shop, you could see like sometimes fish can, you know? And some local people, they even didn't know that you can buy fish or meat in Rishikesh. Because like Rishikesh, like it's a holy city, yes?
Right.
But you can get everything.
Oh yeah.
Well, of course. You can get meat all over India.
You
know,
can. But
so.
I didn't. And I was completely fine. Like you don't need meat, you don't need fish.
But
like
it's easy to be vegetarian without problems.
Half the population is vegetarian.
Yeah. Okay.
So
easier because like the food they give you is like I don't know, you just don't feel like you need something else. But when I was trying to be
it's so
vegetarian,
heavy. It's so with like the ghee, because they use a lot of like milk and dairy products, a lot of curd or paneer, That's so good.
Man, and now I feel. Man, we go eat Indian after the
right.
podcast.
actually you can make in your house. Yes, it's just like a milk with lemon juice.
Yeah. It's so easy to make.
Yeah.
And you fry it up. But it's always such that you make it.
We are doing now. I don't know. I still. Oh,
Yeah, we're
sorry.
still
Yeah,
on.
yeah, don't worry.
This is we're almost finished.
Okay.
So, but yeah, like paneer is like the Indian cheese, and it's so easy, right? Basically, like you take a gallon of milk or whatever, and then you bring it to a boil, and then you slowly add like lemon juice, like fresh squeezed lemon juice. I mean, you could add like the whatever, just fresh
For the
squeezed.
acidity or for
Yeah,
the
for the acidity,
Yeah.
because you want it to curdle,
Yeah, right. Okay.
right? And so then as soon as it curdles, you stop adding it. You can take it all out and then strain it, and then you have this like these chunks. I guess same like when you make ricotta or
Yeah, that's what
whatever. But like you always start off with like this huge thing of milk, and then you end up with this fucking small ass like ball
Really?
of fucking curd. Yeah. So,
Whoa.
but I mean it's so easy to make, and then like if you want, you can like take it in like the sweet direction, you know, or if you want to add like some spices and some herbs, you can do that. Or if you want to make it like the pure. So
Is it cow milk?
usually cow milk, yeah. Yeah, they're big cow milk people.
I miss India now.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. I miss.
Yeah, me too.
Nice. But what was that brought you to China then at that point?
My yoga teacher.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because my yoga teacher used to live in China, in Shanghai.
Okay.
And like, because I didn't know what I'm gonna do after my trip, so he said, "Oh, you go to China. China is good." Okay, because I don't have like any other options. I didn't know where to go. I was like, okay, I will go to China. Yeah.
So Shanghai was your first stop?
No, Beijing.
Oh, Beijing.
Beijing, yes, because we have like direct flight from my city to Beijing.
Okay.
Yes, I went to see Beijing first. But
How long you
too
stay?
cold.
It's too cold.
Well, too cold. I mean, because you just came from
No,
India
no,
or
no,
what?
no, no, like summer it's hot, but winter
No,
time
South India is
it's
fucking hot as fuck.
no, like
But-
in Beijing, yes, summertime it's too hot. I feel it's more hot than here in
Yeah, yes,
Beijing
it's
or in
hot.
Shenzhen, but winter time, oh no.
Too cold.
But
Cannot.
it's not more cold than in your hometown.
Yeah,
No,
but
no,
she.
but 5 years I was
Oh,
living
right,
on the
okay,
So
come
yeah,
on.
she was in the
yeah.
tropics,
Right,
eating
right.
mangoes and pineapples and swimming in the ocean
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
so
living
actually,
in South India.
yeah, I feel like now I don't want to stay like
In the cold weather?
No. I guess enough.
Well, Shenzhen is a good,
I like
harbor.
Yeah, the only thing is I just don't like the humidity. Honestly, like after leaving California and living in different places, I think California is like perfect weather.
My
Yeah.
sister went there. She said, yes, it's like paradise. Not too cold, not too hot.
Yeah, no
Beautiful.
humidity.
Yes, like best place to live.
Yeah.
But you're here.
Well, yeah. I'll be back. I'll be back someday. So I'm planning my escape.
Cool. Get to live with the humidity. It's quite crazy. It's crazy hot, but it's a good, I think, compromise.
It's good for your skin, the humidity. Keeps your skin fresh, I guess. Keeps you young.
Cold weather. keep
No,
you
the
young.
humidity.
No, but like if you stay in a cold weather, you will look younger.
Oh, really?
Why?
You don't age.
No, the thing, you will look younger to the eyes of the other people because the liquid in their eyes will freeze and they see words. So it's a matter of perception. It's not your skin.
Anyway. So
That's what I heard. But I might be wrong.
we're all in Shenzhen for some reason or another. You're here to make art and find your path.
Yeah.
Freddie's here making buildings, I'm making books, and I really appreciate you taking part of our gallery creative corner space and coming on the podcast.
Yeah. I feel very lucky actually.
And
So, yes.
We'll share also here all your contacts to see and visualize what we have been talking about. And of course, we invite everyone to come and see this month for themselves.
Yeah, your artwork's very unique and special. So
Yeah.
Very thrilled about it.
Thank you, guys. Yeah.
And I'm sure there's gonna be more chances also to see all this around in here and everywhere else. So yeah, thanks again for being here, and thank you guys for making me now hungry and crave Indian food.
Let's go get some Indian
Probably
food.
we have a plan. Yeah, so let's talk soon, and we will keep you guys posted when we finalize the setup in here with some photos and things. Thank you, Alya, once again. We
Thank
will
you.
still have things to talk about, but for today, designer out.
All right.
Boom.